let me
It had
look.
a fairly catchy theme song, but
Yeah.
a lot of those shows did.
What didn't in the 90s?
I don't remember the Street Sharks one.
Yeah, it was nowhere near as cool as Extreme Dinosaurs. I'll give you that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry, Matt McMuscles, but it's not nearly as cool. Anyway, hello everyone, welcome back to Super Robot Wars. It's time to leave.
Street Sharks was never cool.
It never was. So
They did their best.
I mean,
No,
it was from, like we were saying, because we were talking about like before recording like Moon Ace and stuff. It was from the era of like the. It was like, so it was weird. It happened like in the early '90s, where they were when Turtles were even on the way out, where there was a bunch of these like clones of Turtles or attempts at doing that kind of formula, where it's typically like take an animal, make it anthropomorphic, and it fights things, and there's like a team of them.
I blame Thundercats, honestly.
Maybe. Was Thundercats like really popular?
They were aliens. Yeah, it was.
Like back in the day? Okay, I wasn't sure if it was really popular here back in the day or not, because I mean it's before my time technically.
Oh
it
no,
was one of those shows that wasn't quite as big as Transformers and G.I. Joe, but there were still a lot of people that liked it.
So
it was one of...
Okay, so it wasn't as big as like G.I. Joe, Transformers, or He-Man, basically.
Yeah, but I mean the main thing is it in He-Man had about the same quality of animation.
It's true.
Yeah.
I remember for a while Toonami just played Thundercats for some reason. I'm not sure why, but they just did.
Because it was cheap.
Because they had it. It was cheap and it was novel.
True. I mean, I watched it when it was
Most of
on.
the people that watched it as kids were like older teenagers now, so they were like, "Well, we can."
Whereas, and also, also, I think Thundercats was like the only '80s property that wasn't either tied up with some other big company or getting some form of revitalization at the time.
They also had Silverhawks too, which was made by the same company.
I know Thundercats has been remade semi-recently.
Yeah.
By that, semi-recently, I mean like a decade ago.
Yeah, it was like pretty good, but people just weren't into it.
It
like
also
the He-Man remake.
They also aired it at really weird times. Because I watched it, but the network didn't like it, so they started doing that thing
they put a surprising amount of effort into like the writing and animation for that show, but like
the other thing that happened was Lego had that weird Thundercats knockoff that they wanted to put on the network, so they had an incentive to kill it.
Lego had a Thundercats knockoff?
It was like Kimchi or something like that. I don't remember its full name. I can see it in my head, but it was very much just a ripoff of Thundercats. It was I can't even remember that. It might not even be that name. Just if you type in like Lego Thundercats ripoff, you can probably find it.
I mean, at the end of the day, though, it's all irrelevant. Everyone knows the best one of those animal teams that fight crime. Biker Mice from Mars.
No, I actually never watched that.
Me neither. But it's one of those things where it's such a ridiculous concept, you kind of have to almost appreciate it.
Fair enough.
Actually, you know what? Danger Mouse. Danger Mouse is the winner.
As long as you don't say a 12-ounce mouse.
I actually used to watch that because for some reason they aired it on Nickelodeon.
No, everyone loves Danger.
Back before Nickelodeon had
its own stuff.
Its own stuff to air. So
back before we went to the SpongeBob mines. Look, I'm just saying, Danger Mouse's theme song says he's the greatest and he's fantastic, and you know.
I like Ducky.
I just remember it going dun 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 dun. So I don't actually remember the theme song, but I vaguely remember the melody.
It's a different type of show. I like Duckula. That was a fun one.
Ah, yes.
That's pretty good.
Same guy voiced both characters.
Huh.
It's that's famous character actor David Jason.
That's actually pretty cool.
Both Count Duckula and Danger Mouse.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. You might remember David Jason from such things as... Oh, wait, no. You literally won't. Never mind. No, he's like someone who's been in a huge amount of stuff, but it's all stuff that's from over here, and that neither of you. And it's not like the haha, it's Doctor Who. You know, that's allegedly British and it transcends to American culture. No, it's like ancient stuff from like the set from like 70s onwards.
Gotcha. But,
Weird, quirky sitcoms about prison where he was a young man playing an old man. It makes sense in context.
Probably. I had never seen the show, so I can't really say. Oh, this is the part where Van gets... Oh yeah, I forgot. Last time, after the dragon happens, Vaughn briefly goes into the weird coma thing because they fuck with his armor.
They blow up the satellite where his armor lives.
It's okay, he'll get better.
Oh yeah,
So here's a question.
Yes.
Uh,
Why is Warner Brothers now also making a Smash Brothers clone?
Because here is the reason for this. You see, if you have a trend, you have trends, right? It's this thing that lots of companies will jump onto, right? Okay, so we have this trend of having Smash clones, right? And this was actually semi big years ago because Sony did it and Cartoon Network did it, and it's true. Warner Brothers.
I was gonna say, when did that happen? The only
I
Smash. The Cartoon Network thing came out a couple months ago.
No, you're mixed up. That's Nickelodeon.
You're thinking, that was Nickelodeon one. Came out
Nickelodeon.
Cartoon Network one came out years ago.
Yeah, it's an old one.
I'm just saying. Why is making Smash Brothers clones a popular thing now when Smash has existed for almost 25 years?
Because if you'll let me finish my bit, because if you have any kind of trend, you can guarantee that Warner Brothers will be late to it and half-ass it.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, though, I do wonder, since this is a Warner Brothers game and Superman is in it, how are they going to make Superman evil again?
I don't know, how are they going to do fucking Arkham combat?
No, they just that's right, they have Ultra Instinct Shaggy.
Also, yeah, Shaggy's in it, and they make a joke about it.
That's look, I'm watching the trailer. Apparently, his entire fighting thing is just getting a not DBZ aura and then throwing something.
I think the funniest thing I saw someone make of it, though, was they had Garnet from CV Universe do her thing where it's like, try to hit me if you're able, and then it cuts to Tom and Jerry just like ping-ponging her around the arena.
Yeah.
I thought that was really funny. And I was like, oh no, you are able?
That'd be so ableist.
Now the question is Ruby going to be in it?
No.
Oh yeah, Ruby's owned by Warner Brothers. I forgot.
Ruby is owned by Warner Brothers. Yes.
No.
It might happen.
No.
It might, because they're desperately trying to keep that relevant.
Ruby might be in Warner Brothers Smash.
Why would Warner Brothers?
She'll probably be an additional fighter. They launched
DLC.
Sometime in 2022, right around the time that the season. What are they on? Season 9 comes out.
It's okay. They'll put a Genlock character in.
I mean, you could theoretically do Genlock versus Kong.
I mean, come on. I'm pretty sure Kong would beat him.
I mean, probably, but it actually depends on the Kong, because some Kongs are quite small comparatively.
I know what I said.
Like, what if you had only a 25-foot gorilla versus,
What if you had Genlock versus Ruby?
No one would watch it.
I'm sure in true Death Battle fashion, Ruby will find some cheap way to win.
The only time
Probably.
they didn't was when it was the character who always loses.
They all always lose.
No, remember they had the ice lady fight Mitsuru from Persona, and she got her ass whipped by her.
Oh yeah, Mitsuru won because Weiss people are used to Weiss getting beat up, so they're like, yeah, we don't care.
I really wish they tried to stretch it, because it would have been hilarious for them to try and bullshit it, considering Mitsuru is immune to ice damage.
Yeah, but Mitsuru also doesn't do attacks. She just sits there and casts charm on enemies that can't be charmed.
That's true.
So.
I mean, an accurate thing would have been for her to keep going Marin Karin until she got stabbed. So yeah.
Guys,
Mitsuru's like the only one.
The AI-controlled party members is actually really good, and it's part of the challenge. You just are bad at the game.
To be fair, it is part of the challenge, because when they give you control over the party members, a lot of the challenge goes away.
I mean, it's not real challenge, because I mean that's like the equivalent of saying, "All right, I'm going to challenge you in Tekken. All right, I've broken 3 of your buttons. Beat me."
Well, no, it's not necessarily party. It's party control and the ability to block.
Yeah. because the game's not based on the.
Because in the original Persona 3, you couldn't block, not even as the character you were playing as. You could only wait, which meant you did nothing, and
Right.
you still got hurt just as bad if you got hit.
Right, but still, I don't think, even if you design it around it, the idea of part of your difficulty being random chance of your party doing shit, I don't think that's a real challenge.
In fact, Persona 3 Portable is very easy because you can control your party members and block, and the game was not balanced, was not designed to be able to accomplish that.
Right. Though I think even with its regular, I don't think it's, a fun challenge either way. I don't like 3. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't like 3.
How goes 30, Sabo?
Still trucking along. Oh, the DLC came out.
Oh, wait, which one?
The first
Wait.
pack.
Oh, neat. I have to go and play that. I've not played as much.
And you
this
also
week.
they also dropped the Gespensed from T
Nice.
as a surprise. Nobody knew that was coming, and Gilliam pilots it.
Nobody wanted the Gespensed. You don't even know who the fuck Gilliam is.
But I wanted her.
No, that was never going to happen. No,
Yeah,
the only original characters that are coming in 30, other than the new ones for the game, are all the ones that have been in the OG franchise.
Okay.
So,
Well,
yeah.
I mean, the reason why they didn't announce is because nobody wants the Gespenst.
yeah, probably.
True.
It's like it's literally just like having a fucking Zaku too.
I mean, it's like piloting a slightly better Zaku 2.
Oh no, you get a
Come on, it's a
Gelgoog.
dumb. No, come on, give the Gelgoog some credit.
Why the series?
It could be the Gespensed S.
Hey, we already know what the Gelgoog could do. I remember what the Gelgoog did to me.
Oh yeah, true.
Give
Oh,
it.
I guess actually, so I speak of that, I got around to finally watching Narrative.
Oh, what'd you
It's
think?
all right. I liked it.
Yes, it's all right.
It's very much kind of It's like, hey, you like Unicorn? This is basically Unicorn. But I think I prefer Zoltan to Full Frontal.
Well, yeah. I mean, anything is better than Full Frontal.
You never go
At
full
least
frontal.
At least Zoltan's, a meme lord.
Yeah.
His whole shtick is just I hate everyone and everything and fuck you.
Well, Full Frontal's like Char. Well, if you get past the hilarious naming and all the jokes you can make with that, Full Frontal is just Char if he was boring.
But also, he doesn't do anything. And then they're like, and then Full Frontal was maybe possessed by the ghost of Shar. I don't know.
Like even the one girl is like, you're not like Char at all. At least Char was freaking crazy sometimes.
At least Shar was passionate enough. At least Shar was passionate. He tried to drop an asteroid on the Earth.
Hold on.
Yeah, but he was passionate.
Hold on. I forgot that we renamed the squadron to the Wizards. I haven't seen him say it in so long. And then
God.
Meshmir is just like, there you are, the Wizards!
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
I fucking forgot!
Oh, if it isn't the Wizards, your mongoose blood won't save you this time.
Oh no! When Getter Rays and Muzzin Power have failed you, all that's left is Mongoose Blood.
The ultimate power of the universe. Oh, fuck. I should have put... oh, God. I forgot to deploy Fa for this. Oh, well.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
well.
how far? So where have you got to in 30 then?
Again, I don't know because there's no stage numbers.
Well, yeah, but
It's
I'm
just-
asking, what have you done so far? Last I heard, you went to
Uh,
space.
I went to space. I picked up a bunch of the spacey characters, and now I'm playing the DLC.
So, well, you know what's really good? Because the game will
What?
sometimes put the in front of your thing's name. So, I get to see Char go, Amuro, Camille, the Wizards. Well, that's the thumbnail! There we go, there's the thumbnail, right there.
No, you see, it's German for "Die the Wizards Die."
Ah. No, oh god, now I'm having the cursed image in my head of just putting Sideshow Bob's head over Char.
Do it.
Sideshow Shah. Surely it'd be better to put the Shah helmet on top of Sideshow Bob's face.
That's a lot of effort with that hair. I gotta
You see,
erase all that
Amuro-
hair.
You see, Amuro, we all have big shoes to fill.
Oh look, it's our favorite character, Gwess. Everyone's favorite.
Yep.
And I don't really have anything else to say. That's it. That's the only joke. It's not as funny if since Hathaway's not in the game for me to point at and also laugh at.
Look, you know, sometimes sometimes we just have to make fun of Quest. You know, there's no such thing as the Quest apologizer out there.
So
know.
when Hathaway
I know.
Splash finally gets in, are we gonna? I wonder if we're gonna be playing as like all the terrorist characters again.
Maybe they'll just not do Hathaway Splash like they didn't do Iron Blooded Orphans or Age.
I mean, when they brought his stuff in V, they just didn't do that story. They just brought his robot in.
That's
because it hadn't been animated yet, but now they have a movie to draw from.
Do you know what though? Narrative does actually have some pretty slick animation.
Yeah, most of the movies do.
Yeah, but a lot of the other movies are just kind of but I hate what you're doing with this plot, or you know, it's just Shah being, haha, I've never betrayed anyone in my life. Okay, buddy, I want you to go and die for me. Well, I said I want you to take my seat on this plane. Oh, thanks, Shah. Oh, thanks, buddy. Oh, Shah, my buddy, my pal, my bestest friend of all time.
I like how instinctively I brought in Puru and Tobiah instead of Fa. Even though Fa was who I should have deployed for this for points, but oh well. I'm not gonna redo the map for the points, fuck that.
I did, however, learn for 30 that granted I've not played a lot recently, the last sort of week, but I did learn I'm on the normal ending route, not the true ending, so that sucks.
You'll have to do it again.
Yeah, and then a third time because I kind of want to do true ending with Edge.
That's okay. You get to go through it with Voltes 5 and Sakura Wars.
And Ultraman.
And actually, Ultraman's in the next one.
Oh, I thought Ultraman was in Pack 1.
No, Pack 1 is Voltes, Sakura Wars, and Bullet and Kazaa.
But I hate the Ryuko and Kuryu are just kind of lame.
Yeah, unfortunately. But...
It's like objectively worse than all of the Grungus.
But at least you could put 2 Sagita characters in one game.
True.
I'm just happy that Sakura Wars got in.
But all the waifu, I looked at some of the waifus from Sakura Wars. They all look trash.
Hey, Karen's pretty good.
Well, none of the waifus got in. It's only the main girls.
They look like trash.
Hey, Karen's cool.
And since Sakura is the main girl in like 3 games, there's only 3 of them.
3 Sakuras.
No, there's Sakura, and then the lead from 3, and then the lead from 5. Because in 2 and 4, Sakura was just the lead again.
Wasn't 5 the one where it was the cowgirl?
Yes, she's in.
Oh, nice. Because she's cool as shit.
Gemini Sunrise.
Yeah, no, she's cool. I like her.
Yeah, and then you have the guy who was.
Yeah, nobody cares about him.
Nobody cares. No, but then you have the guy who was the lead from the first 4 games, and then you have the guy that was the lead from the 5th game. So
nobody cares.
5 characters. There's 5 characters total.
At least the cowgirl got in.
Yes, the cowgirl and the nun and Sakura and the 2 guys.
But
I don't want none of that.
Karen would have been great, but I knew that wasn't going to happen.
5.
You and your fucking Voltes 5.
It's the best one of the 3 of them.
Oh yeah, I did look at the Game Awards. There wasn't really... There was like one funny thing for the nominees, but it's not going to be as funny as last year, so I don't even really care about going over all of them. Was
Super Robot Wars nominated?
No.
Then I don't care. Then I don't care.
I'll only mention the only thing that was really funny, because... Also, I'm not gonna lie, when I was looking at a lot of these games I didn't know, and I've realized how far away from AAA American, like, in Western development I am, because I didn't recognize most games. But, the only funny bit was, there was one nominee that was in both soundtrack and RPG. They had the fucking gall to put Cyberpunk in.
Wow.
They had the balls. Even Hollywood backed off of Cats.
I mean, only after the fact.
Only after everyone was like, "This is horrible."
Yeah, but this is even funnier because that game has been nothing but ridiculed. It's like notorious for its score. I mean, it's not gonna win because I did see the nominee. I don't know what the OST one was gonna win. I didn't really care about that one as much because none of the games that I thought should get it were in there anyway. But the RPG nominee that'll get it is definitely Monster Hunter World because it's a Monster Hunter game and they always win. Like, I think the other RPGs that were in there were Tales of Arise, and I don't remember the other one.
Like, I still haven't played.
I'm gonna get that at some point. I heard it's really good. A friend of mine played through it and said it's really good.
Wow, they've really put Guardians of the Galaxy up for best narrative? Wow.
Apparently it's good.
I wouldn't know. I don't have any interest
Well,
in it.
it does. It looks. I don't know. I'm sure it's fine for people, but I'm not people anymore. I've rejected humanity and I've returned to monkey.
They're like, apparently it's like, because they were expecting it to be god awful because of how bad Avengers was, and they're like, actually, this is pretty good.
Oh look, Quest came barreling towards the Gunbuster. I'm sure that'll go well for her.
Well, where did it go well?
She's up against the fucking Gunbuster.
But I don't want it to go well. I want her to die horribly.
Oh, I don't think you understand. When I say I'm sure this will go well, I don't mean for her.
Wow, they already put SMT5 up for best RPG that's literally just come out.
Yeah, well, actually, so did Guardians of the Galaxy. There's a lot of games on here that literally just popped.
Yeah.
Why is Super Robot Wars not on this list?
I mean, I don't know why, like, so I just finished it the other day, but I don't know why, actually, no, I think I know why Pathfinder is not on there, but Pathfinder isn't on there. And
Pathfinder's not on there because some people can't play it because it makes their computers explode.
Well,
That's why
you
Pathfinder's
specifically.
not on there.
You specifically.
This happened to other people too.
I mean, literally, Cyberpunk has blown up computers.
I found an entire thread on people who complain that Pathfinder made their systems overheat. So it's not just me.
Yeah, but here's the problem, right? Pathfinder's made by who?
I was gonna make a joke. They're made by Alcat. The studio's from Russia. So I was gonna make a joke saying because it's from Russia.
I was going to say, because it's a studio nobody knows about. Whereas CD Projekt Red, everyone used to, well, probably loves again now. It's been enough time.
They're going to pretend. They're going to be like, oh yeah, we love them. Even though I'm going to say The Witcher wasn't really that good. I mean, what? What? Huh? What? What?
Yeah,
huh?
You know what? I never played because I tried to play the first one and I just couldn't. And then I thought...
So here, I'll be fair. So here's my experience with the Witcher series. I tried to play the first one. It was unplayable. I tried to play the second one. It was unplayable because I kept doing the thing the tutorial told me to do, and it didn't count. I didn't play the third one because you fooled me twice. I'm not getting fooled a third time. I personally believe that there's some kind of, it's like some kind of like scam, and that none of this is actually real. Like, it's not even a real game. Nobody's actually ever played The Witcher, and it's just a scam.
I believe that people have played The Witcher 3.
I don't know.
But as I said, my only experience really has been Witcher 1. But since I couldn't really play that, and then it's like, well, I mean, the whole point of this game series is meant to be like a narrative, right? Why would I play only the second and the third part of a story? Why wouldn't I play the whole story? And therefore I didn't. So I can't really say if The Witcher is a good or a bad game. It sure is a video game that exists and people who aren't me have played.
I don't believe any of them. I think it's a it's a scam, like an NFT or a cryptocurrency.
On the other hand, though, we have a hilarious new thing to talk about in the GTA trilogy.
Oh yeah.
Man, are we ever gonna get a remaster that isn't just like easy, so like ridiculously easy to meme with its terrible fucking models and textures?
Not anymore.
And my god, did you see the rain effects on?
So okay. So my thing with that was I was semi interested without because I didn't see the footage yet. I was semi interested at one point before they released it, because I just wanted to play Vice City again. But
Yeah.
then it came out and I kept hearing things. I was like, all right, let me look at how this looks. And I was even just looking at the trailer where like, yeah, this is how we remastered it. And the exact moment when I recoiled with disgust was when they showed the scene of Lance and Tommy pulling the guns out of the trunk. And as soon as it transitions to the remaster graphics, I literally recoiled, like, ugh!
Kind of a shame because Vice City arguably looks the best out of the three.
Yeah, because out of the three, it was the most stylized. So,
Well, it's also the most overtly colourful, whereas the GTA 3 was like always meant to be greys and brown, like just sort of more real textures, and San Andreas is a lot more like oranges and faded colours, so the new art style just really doesn't mesh well with that, versus Vice City being, like by design, just like a neon nightmare. A neongenic nightmare, if you will.
Sako. No. But yeah, no, it's fucking terrible. Apparently, it also got taken off the store. At least, I don't know if it's back on now.
It got taken off the Steam store, yeah, because
Yeah.
of the various issues.
Oh no,
The
not
worst
because
part-
issues. You wanna know what it really was? People found
Which part?
files in the game of the stuff that they cut, like the content that they cut from the game for legal reasons, like songs and shit like
Oh.
that. So
Yeah.
honestly, that's probably the real reason they took it off the store. Because it's Rockstar, and Rockstar is really just a bunch of shitheads.
Well, it's not even It's the weird thing is, it's not even Rockstar who developed this one. It was like Grove Street Games, who I think basically only ever did phone games before this. So it's like a really weird thing to just leave up to.
That's something that happens a lot, where they'll be like, "All right, we want to remaster, but I don't want to spend money. Hey, get the guys to do mobile games." It seems to happen a lot. Like it's like this is a common thing for some fucking reason.
And then I'm sure the usual. You don't get nearly enough time to do the work you need to do for it, and just
Yeah.
I mean, what's probably
Especially
the
Rockstar, so.
what's probably the bigger dick move is they then deleted all the original ones off of like
Yeah.
storefront sets, and it's like, well, now I have to now unless you already own them like I did,
Unfortunately, I did not.
you're shit out of luck and you have to
Yeah.
play the bad versions.
The only way I can play it now is through piracy. Thanks.
Well, good thing piracy is a victimless crime.
It's true. In fact, with the amount of taxes that Rockstar evades, I'm just recollecting.
Yeah, sure, I'll go with that.
They owe me.
That is how taxes work, I believe.
Oh shit, that was the wrong button. I meant to hit persist. I didn't need to put bullseye on when Guy already has 100% accuracy. It feels like it's overkill here to have like fucking Great Mike Gine, the Getter Dragon, Gunbuster, Gal Gaigar all here to fight a bunch of fucking Xeon folks.
Well, you have to show the Space Noid like the true force they're dealing with, so they can learn their place, which is beneath the dirt, because we'll kill them all.
Even having God Gundam here is kind of hilarious.
Fucking Space Noids, man.
Fucking Space Noids. This is what they get for dropping a colony on Australia.
Yeah, Australia had it coming.
Yeah, you would say that.
Look at them down there. Can't even use the vast majority of their own landmass.
I mean, they could if they wanted to fight kangaroos all day.
Apparently kangaroos mostly choke people.
I
A
thought they
dog.
kicked-
No, well, they do that, but also the default thing a kangaroo does is it tries to choke you out.
Jesus, that's
Because
fucked.
they choke dogs, apparently. Kangaroos just seem like bastards.
Yeah.
I mean, it's one thing if you're an emu, because at least emus are proven in war. You know, you get punished emu with his eye patch and his robo wing.
Mashmere, you fucking you fucking simp.
He's a simpnoid, is what he is.
He is. He lets himself get manipulated by Haman Karn. She didn't even like try either.
Hey, Mashimere, can you kill these AU fucks? Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'll get right on that.
She doesn't even have to like do anything to really trick him into thinking she's interested. He just does it.
Man, it feels weird to see the Elgime version of Mashimere as well. I can't remember his name.
That's right.
Can't remember his name now.
No, but he has the same voice, I think.
Yeah, he's the same voice and he's basically the same character, even to the point of, oh man, main character's sister, I want a piece of that.
Elgime did that a lot, actually.
Tomino did that a lot, actually.
They also did Tomino even do Elgime?
It feels, I mean, I would have thought so, because he did Dumbine, and it's basically the same.
I think it's him. Look it up, 'cause maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, it was him. That's weird.
Yeah, it makes sense now. When you think
I guess he did it between Zeta Gundam and one of the other shows.
1984.
Yeah.
Man, I'm sad that I don't use the Del Rio Soul as much as I should, even though it's not that good. I just like it.
If not, 1984 means he actually came out before Mashimere, so Mashimere is technically ripping off him.
Oh no.
Uh-oh. Ah, Fossilina, you creep me the fuck out.
So she's meant to creep you out.
I know she is, but she creeps me the fuck out.
Because she's a goddamn hooah.
You're a hooah.
It's not even an insult.
No!
It's actually just her profession. It was her profession before she met the Claw. Still not entirely convinced how the Claw convinces people to side with him, considering he's just this really weird, creepy old man, and everyone's like, I will literally die and kill for your ambitions, Fret, sir.
That always bothered me, just how the Claw is has these mind control powers, and everyone he talks to, except people that like know Van, are immediately like, this creepy old man with the Claw who talks about killing people is great, and I want to serve him forever.
I will literally betray everyone and everything I know for your ideals, sir. And Van, it's not even like Van's like, oh yeah, I object to his entire, I object to this man on a deep and spiritual level. It's just, no, I really don't like this guy. I'm gonna fucking kill him because he killed my wife.
You killed my wife. I'm gonna kill you.
You killed my wife.
Don't you want to have a debate about, or moral dilemma? No.
You killed my wife before I could tap that ass.
I was about to score!
Considering how often Vard mentions he's a virgin, you do kind of wonder, is that part of it? Is his passion for Elena because he never got any?
They do constantly bring it up.
Look, I can't possibly be your husband because I'm a virgin. It's like, Van, that has nothing to do with what she just said.
Oh, it doesn't?
Shit.
Van is like the best, worst person.
I can't wait to explain to my one friend. I'm waiting for him to get a little bit further. That Vaughn is reverse Vash the Stampede.
Yeah. What if Vash Stampede didn't believe in love and peace and only believed in murdering death?
Well, no, because he only wants to murder that one guy.
He kills Vaughn kills a lot of people on the way to killing that one guy, though.
To be fair, they got in the way.
Exactly. Like, he killed that entire group of mustache people.
Did he?
I think so. All they wanted to do was to kidnap and rape a bunch of women. Oh, wait, actually.
Because I remember when he and Ray had the thing where they go up against the two crazy sisters, and Ray just like murderizes both of them, and Van's like, that was rough, man. We didn't need to do that.
Yeah, he only needed to kill one of them. I never said Vaughn was an inefficient murderer. Ray's just as big a psycho. You can't just say, oh yeah, Vaughn's not that crazy because Ray exists. It's like Ray exists basically to make you go, oh yeah, I guess Vaughn isn't as bad as Ray.
Or the Claw.
Ray's arguably worse than the Claw.
Oh no, I meant Vaughn. Because he's not as bad as the Claw.
Yeah. But I mean, you also don't see the Claw for most of the show.
True.
Yeah.
But we do see the
And
ramifications of his shit.
And Vaughn's like, look, I just want to murder this one guy, and then I'll peacefully go on my way.
And then I'll go back to wandering the desert.
Yeah.
Oh god, I forgot that how they bring it back is literally the fucking chick from Harlock shows up with a fucking space station and goes, oh, by the way, we fixed your robot! And then just nukes one of them.
I mean,
she is cool as fuck. I mean, look at her. She's cool.
yeah, she looks exactly like that one chick from Yamato.
Yeah, but
With
cooler.
a scar.
That's cooler.
Man, they really reused a lot of character designs for that trilogy of shows, didn't they?
Yeah.
Well, mine's so much, except like across Harlock and Yamato, there's like 4 characters who all have basically the same design.
It's true. Though I still say that looks cooler. Yeah, I get it. It's just a scar, but that just makes it cooler. Michael, are you still fucking talking? Michael!
Michael does nothing but... Michael just talks a lot of, yeah, Wendy, I know I'm your brother, and I know I said I'd look after you, but I really love this old guy now who kidnapped me and has taken me as his... and basically enslaved me, and so I'm going to kill you now for him. Bye.
Michael! I am Richard Hawk!
Which, let's be honest, it makes a lot more sense for Michael to be like, yeah, okay, I would... yeah, okay... yeah, I know you're my sister and all, but there's this one chick with huge boobs, right? And she might let me touch those boobs, so...
Yeah.
Hey, maybe he's
like,
gay and the old man, I don't know.
No, he's pussy whipped. He's 100, like...
When the two of them first show up in 30, and then like, Lelouch guesses everyone there to die, and they're like, well, it's a good thing we don't have any hatred towards him.
Yeah. I used my mind control powers to make sure everyone who didn't like me would shoot them, or had any intent to hurt me, would kill themselves. And I'm like, well, I guess we have no intentions of hurting you. And it's like,
Yes.
you motherfuckers.
Oh, I hate the Gaze movies so much.
Would have been so much easier to just, like, explain the people who are augmented to pilot armors are immune to gases.
Nah.
No, I think that was also to explain why his actual friends in the room didn't die. Because
Lelouch doesn't have friends.
Well, he has the scientist and someone else that was in there.
I mean, I do find it funny how, for all of like the seeming importance of gas, once you basically do that mission where you unlock Lancelot and I can't remember what Lelouch's mech is called because it's trash and I never use it.
Yeah, and then that's it.
Yeah, and then that's basically it until right near the end of the game where that fuckface prince shows back up.
Of course he does.
And I'm like, I honestly forgot you existed. Go away. You're terrible.
The Carabomian prince.
Basically.
I do
It's
like
like
this bit here where Vaughn like goes, yeah, I understand you now, and then he just goes, oh yeah, I'm going to fucking murder you. That's what I understand.
Ah, yes, my good friend Gadvad.
Ah, I understand you now.
I-
Kill.
I understand I have to kill you now.
Kill.
I do say-
I did like when Suzaku first meets Lelouch and everyone's like, oh my god, you're still alive. And Suzaku's like, god damn it, we agreed you were going to die.
Will you just fucking die already?
It's like we had a gentleman's agreement that you were too dangerous to live.
Do you know what it is? It's like in Aladdin when Jafar's like, how many times do I have to kill you, boy?
Yeah.
I do appreciate how fucking insane Vaughn is for half of his attacks in these games, though.
I love his facial expressions. They're so good.
Where he just starts off the attack declaring his undying love for a dead woman.
I'm just waiting for the psycho face. I love his psycho face. It's so fucking good.
Man.
Vaughn is straight up like one of my favorite. Oh, there it is. There's the psycho face as he's screaming Elena.
Helena!
Genuinely, I like Vaughn. He's the worst.
just hates one guy, and you kind of have to respect that hatred.
Yeah.
Do you know what it is? Vaughn is the monarch.
Excuse me?
Vaughn is the monarch from Venture Brothers. He's got the He's got like the group of people who aren't his biological family, but are his family, who all join him in his crusade of hating one man who is a massive scumbag and manipulates everyone around him, but is still inexplicably beloved.
Yeah, you're right.
The Claw is just Rusty Venture.
Yeah.
If he had loftier goals.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? Unfortunately, I think I'm gonna have to ditch the idea of the thumbnail being Char saying the Wizards with Sideshow Bob. I'll see if I can remember to just quickly make a mock-up Photoshop of that and just throw it in a frame over the actual image, or just.
Well, we're now just gonna have Monarch Vaughn.
I'm not doing that.
Damn it.
That's even more work. Hell, the Sideshow Bob thing might not even happen because that's a lot of work on its own. That's too much.
Yeah, Vaughn's the best. Vaughn is Vaughn's great. I love him because he's such an absolute bastard and a psychopath. You almost have to admire hatred that pure, unfiltered. It's not a question of ideals. It's nothing. It's just the simple, I really fucking hate this one old man.
I kind of enjoy, though, the old man's like, but my ideals, I don't care!
You have an evil... Well, your plan's evil too? Well, I guess that's a bonus, but I was going to kill you anyway.
I mean, your plan could have been pure and I was still going to kill you.
I love that his entire thing with Michael is just calling him idiot brother.
He's not wrong.
He's incredibly right, which is rare for Vaughn. I will say one of the things I always loved in T is, and it is I guess in any Super Outlaws is every character's reactions to how he eats. But T especially because he's got Akito.
Oh yeah, because Akito, the fucking chef, who's just like, I hate you. His first thought on him is, I hate this man. I want to kill him.
I can't taste anything anymore, for the first time, I'm glad, having seen your culinary disgrace. Maybe having Eureka kidnapped and losing half of my senses was worth it.
I know you don't get her in this one for a while to upgrade the Esco. I know it's a long time before she shows up.
Yeah, because the Nadesco's the good ship in this one. I mean, Harlox is fine, but it doesn't have anything, stupid like Yamato or Drystraga does.
And the one from Rayearth is kind of okay.
Oh, I think the Rayearth one's just really terrible, but, it's mostly held up by the fact that if you don't deploy the FTO, and I mean, why would you? The FTO sucks. It has two whole people it can draw spirit commands from, as opposed to every other ship having 3 to 4. Yeah, I don't know. I can't remember what it's called. The ship from the ship from Rayearth
either, and I like Rayearth.
Honestly, I think the only good Rayearth unit is really Hikaru, especially in 30, where you don't even need to have Umi and Fu to.
Well, Fu's really good in this game.
She's a decent healer, but.
Wait, if I remember, I actually... Oh, wait, no, there is nothing. It's just Quest has to be shot down by Amuro.
Easy enough.
I think that's what it was. I don't have the actual thing here. I remember some of them. If I wanted to get extra points, what I needed to have had was Fa show up and have her punch the shit out of... Quest, we don't even get to see your death animation. You're not worth it. Is to have Fa fight at Mashmir, but I didn't deploy her. Whoops.
You've unlocked the narrative Gundam and full armored Hyakushiki in 30, right, Sabo?
Why?
Have you? That's what I'm asking.
I don't remember. Do you have to do something special to unlock that?
No, that's just the base units you get.
Oh, then yeah, I probably got them.
Full armored Hyakushiki is actually a beast.
Of course it is, because they they have to make up for the fact that that's the only thing he's getting this game.
Yes, no Sasabi or Nightingale. I'm amazed they're going to put like Hainu Gundam in it.
Wait, which Char's mobile suit in this one?
He gets a full armored Hyakushiki,
Huh.
which because he's Quattro in this game,
Oh, okay.
even though it's post Char's.
Because Char died. The
Char
Axis
is-
thing.
Yeah, Char is dead
So
due to Axis.
I
and now
hope
he's
when Amuro sees him, does he just go, really?
No, because Amuro was also dead, but then it turns out he's like, aha, I survived. I've been hiding for a while.
And I built this replica RX-782 Gundam in my spare time.
You know, I could believe that he could do that.
In fact, it's more the other In fact, you know the character that's most pissed that Char's still alive?
Camille.
Right, Ryoma.
You know, that sounds about right.
Ryoma's literally like, Char, if you even so much as look at me funny, I will fucking end you.
In fact, I might end you anyway. I might end you for kicks.
Everyone else is a bit more forgiving of, well, I mean, you seem like you've learned your lesson and you're trying to redeem yourself, Char, and Ryoma's just like,
No. I'm not having that.
I mean, I'll allow it, but I will kill you. Funnily enough, I don't think anyone says that. I don't think anyone makes that same threat to Lelouch after he properly joins. They say it to him like after the first Gaius mission where you unlock Cullen, but then nobody seems to care that he's, evil.
Oh, you're alive again. That's alright.
Well, come back from the dead, please. Who here hasn't died and been resurrected? You get used to it after a while.
There's also the whole, oh yeah, and he broke the afterlife.
Yeah.
Which no one really seems to care too much about. Even in the movie, they were like, oh, well, that's the thing.
Let's just try not to die, I guess.
It's like, maybe you might want to fix that.
Nah.
I will say it was pretty neat to do that whole thing with the stage resetting because that one bitch kills herself.
Oh yes, her.
That was a neat trick. I'm glad it was literally only one stage though. It would have got annoying if I had to do it multiple times. If I had to do it more than 3 times.
Yeah, I do want to play it. It looks good. I do have another friend who's playing it, and he's been asking me questions. He knows to play the other ones, and I'm like, I'm gonna be real with you. There's a lot of new stuff in that game that I do not know.
What don't you know apart from Majestic Prince?
I know.
Which nobody knows.
No, as in terms of like the mechanics of the game. Like, because like apparently there's one map in the game where you can you lose in 4 turns, but you can keep just doing it over and over again and keeping all your stuff and grinding off of it, and he keeps doing that.
Yeah, relic missions. Yeah, basically they're like special. I don't really want to say challenge missions, but yeah, and you can do them basically as many times as you want, unless you complete them, in which case you can't do them. But there's so many relic missions that it's really not that relevant. I've been using them to farm certain point systems, using my good old friend Misaki and his Cybaster.
That's not right.
That's what it says on the game.
Learn how to spell properly.
Oh no. I just can't. Man, if only they put Ryune and the Valcione in.
Oh, that would really.
I think
that would really anger me.
Actually, I'm amazed they didn't put Lune in.
You need to buy him a model kit of the Cybaster, and you just change the box to say Cybaster.
I'm not paying money to fuck it for Cybaster, even for a joke.
He's not paying money to troll me.
I don't like the I really do. Like, I do it on something else, like the character. Like I do it on like an embryo model kit or something.
You like Embryo more than you like Misaki?
Yes.
That's really sad.
At least Embryo is fun.
I mean, yes. In a, oh my god, he's so terrible kind of way.
Exactly. Has Misaki ever tried to steal all of the waifus? No.
Yeah, but they're all the bad ones too, and some of them were
his
children.
Evil version tried to kill them.
In fact, the only thing Misaki did was he got the one of the best girls in OG And for that, we cannot forgive.
Yes. Maybe she'll probably be in one of the packs. I mean, I think there's at least 2 more.
Man,
I mean, who
the Skullheart
could they?
finish is so cool.
Actually, we might get Tasku and Leona. Because they were in Alpha. They were Alpha 3, weren't they?
No, they were one of the unchosen people in Alpha 1.
Yeah.
Who then vanished with everyone else because they went with Kusaha and Bullet and not the other guys.
Fucking Bullet.
Well, they mostly went with Kusaha and Bullet just came along for the ride. Because they really liked Kusaha for some reason.
It's because she's just fucking so soft-spoken wallflower girl, and I can't spit it out to anyone. It's that fucking archetype that I just don't care for.
And they're really popular.
Bullet was just there, and it wasn't even from Sugita's popularity either, because nobody cared about him back when he did Bullet. It was
Yeah,
like one of his first roles.
he's just some schmuck who played some rando character.
Yes. He had Haruhi Suzumiya hadn't been a thing yet.
I'm trying to think what other OG, because they seem to be doing pairs.
Zenger and Ratzel.
Oh yeah, Zinger and Ratzel, we did say. But we get Elzam then.
I guess.
God, could you imagine if the DLC was Ratzel and Elzam? See, I told you it wasn't Elzam.
Because what does Elzam pilot other than the Garlean that he could bind? And we already have one of those.
We can have a black Garleon.
Garleon
Nice.
Hammer.
Actually, I guess that I mean, so you've seen the original enemies now by now, right?
Yeah.
The drones. So yeah, don't they look a lot like lions?
They do, actually. I was like, what? That's weird.
That is weird.
Since the characters are seeming to come from the Alphaverse, I wonder if they're going to put in the guys from like Alpha 3 next.
Who was Alpha 3 protagonist?
The guy who had the Shin Megami Tensei mecha. Cobra.
Oh, Cobra.
And the guy with Ryo, which was the Kamen Rider based one. But he was already an OG. And then that one girl with the huge boobs.
That narrows it down.
And that narrows it down. No, really. Like, I think she has like the biggest out of all of the OG
Wait,
characters.
I know who they might put in.
Who?
Axel and Lamia.
Yeah, maybe.
Surely they've got to put in Axel for Soul Gain, if nothing else. Everyone loves Soul Gain,
Everyone loves a full game for some reason.
and people tolerate Axel.
People like Funny Axel. Oh, they'll probably have Funny Axel where he's like, oh, I lost my memory, and that means I'm insane.
Because part of the gimmick of those characters was that they had questionable backstories, but they had weird quirks, so that they couldn't quite explain their backstories. It's like how Lamia's whole thing was her voice thing is fucked, so she messes up words all the time. And Axel has amnesia, except he does remember that he fucking hates Beowulf. Alright, I want you to imagine, like, Van's hatred of the Claw, right?
Yes.
But imagine if there was another guy who who, for all intents and purposes, was the Claw, but a parallel version of the Claw. And that's basically Axel.
Well, parallel version of the Claw who didn't do anything.
Yeah. There's a parallel version where the Claw was actually a nice man, and he's just a really cool guy, actually. And then he's like, "Hey, you maybe could turn into this guy one day, so I really fucking hate you, and I'm gonna kill you, and I'm never gonna tell you why." That's Axel.
Fair, I guess.
Yeah. It's like there's a version of the Claw who never killed anyone. It's a nice old man, and then Van just shows up, and he's like, "Claw, you murdered my wife."
I have literally no idea who you are.
I love the
Yes,
young
I know.
people.
He's like, we've never met before. And then he's like, okay, you're an alternate version of the guy who killed my wife, but you might kill my wife one day. And he's like, how could that be possible if your wife is already dead? And silence.
What are you on? Are you okay, young man? Do you need to see a doctor? I could help you.
The only difference is Axel picks a fight with probably like the worst OG person he could have picked a fight with, except maybe Zenga.
Yeah. He does pick a fight with Zenger one time. It doesn't end well for him.
Yeah, but he only does that when he has his own Zenga backing him up. What if it's Wotan Anubis that we get in? Or Wotan,
Interesting. That'd be
What?
interesting.
Wotan is basically just Zenga, but he's pretending he's not Zenga. Except he's not Zenga. Because, well, one time he was Zenga, but he was mind-controlled, and then another time he was Zenga, but mind-controlled, but also from a parallel dimension.
Yes.
I didn't
Yeah.
kill your wife. Oh, wife
Basically.
killing.
Yeah, well. Hey, Axel doesn't have a wife. Sort of. I mean, I guess technically...
I mean, he had a girlfriend and then she died.
She died. Beowulf said she was sleeping. He lied. But anyway, yeah, Beowulf's and then we never knew we actually never knew what Beowulf was like until the Inspector, and then we kind of wish we didn't know what Beowulf was like.
It's like, yeah, because it's like well, if Axel hates Beowulf that much, he can't. And then it turns out Beowulf is actually crazy.
Yeah, it turns out Beowulf has been brainwashed by evil fungus from another dimension that makes you evil.
Evil, yes, basically.
And also a lesbian. Maybe. Oh no, I don't know. The Ants was a weird enemy.
Yes, they are. Hopefully, they're gone. Actually, no, they're probably not, because we haven't even seen Beowulf in the actual games yet.
We might never see Beowulf, to be fair.
I feel like
Did they ever even mention like the shadow dimension in OGS 2?
yeah. Well, no, but in the original Generations version of the first two games, there is a prologue where Axel briefly runs into Beowulf, and it shows that no, he's actually Ainz possessed and crazy. So, and then they just leave.
I didn't know.
Leave and never go back to that dimension again. So I'm like, well, I guess they're going to pick up that at some point.
I thought they only ever showed you the map icon of Beowulf, and it's basically Altisans.
Yeah, but then he talks to you.
Oh, I didn't know. I don't remember him talking. Fair.
This was only in the PS2 version.
Oh, that's why I don't remember. To be fair, the PS2 version would have been made when they were probably working on the Inspector or had the Inspector in mind.
It's possible.
So, all we know is Inspector's better than Divine was.
Yes. Except for the soundtrack.
This is true.
Because the soundtrack is literally just the game music again.
You know what though?
Ripped right from the game.
You know what though? Maxon's a cool theme.
Maxon is a cool thing.
Goodbye, Mashmeyer. You died the way you lived.
Irrelevant.
I mean, I did nuke him with the biggest attack the ZZ Gundam has, so... I feel like I can't make a crack, because I did hit him with my biggest attack for the ZZ Gundam.
I was surprised to see the narrative has a high mega cannon.
I mean, like, if it was the biggest attack, I mean, I'd have to have the Gunbuster, like, Super Inazuma kick him, and... come on, that's not worth Noriko's time.
To be fair, where I've left off in 30, my oh yeah, I managed to beat Advent all 9 times, Sabo.
Why would you do that? You're just making him stronger.
And then I beat him when he was at his strongest.
Oh.
That's how you demoralize him.
Yeah. Now he's my bitch.
He doesn't join you, does he?
No.
Oh, thank
honestly,
God.
Honestly, the rewards he gives you aren't even like that amazing. It's kind of just 9 times fighting Advent.
Look, why, Advent, why are you even still here?
Go away, Advent, no one likes you.
Like, we destroyed you forever.
Do you think Advent likes Advent?
No.
Oh.
Yeah. Advent very much doesn't like Advent. His entire dialogue is, oh yeah, I used to be a god, I think, maybe. But I'm weak now. Fight me. Cool. I'm glad we had fun fighting each other. Anyway, bye.
Yeah, because at his full power, he could literally just kill everyone with a look. It's like what during the final battle, Advent's like, all right, I guess I'll just unleash my true power, and then like everyone's head starts exploding until somebody has a counter for that.
The counter is I used Goldian armor, and I fingered him to death.
The guy wasn't in Z, so he couldn't do that.
Exactly. That was your first mistake. Once again, the bad guy checks dimension. No guy. Okay, good. We can do this. It's why there's no embryo in Super Robot Wars TR13.
I forgot that Vaughn basically has the natural ability to control the robot, but they also gave him an upgrade, so he's super control.
Yeah.
It's dumb. I love it.
Well, I think they explained that Vaughn was like the Claw's son, in that he also had the natural ability, but I don't think they quite realized it when they gave him the bioelectric surgery.
I think he was just trying too hard.
Yeah, you see what it was? Is Vaughn needed to increase his power, so he put 2 hands on his sword.
Could be.
It's so stupid. That is so stupid. I unironically like it, even though Bleach is a mess.
Huh, I can hit harder if I use 2 hands.
If I use 2 hands, that's interesting.
I never thought of it that way before, thank you. This has literally doubled my power.
Who knew it'd be that easy? Wait a minute, there's a use for my other hand? Wait, I have another hand?
But this isn't my sword. This isn't a sword hand. What are you talking about? What if both hands could be a sword hand? You're a goddamn genius.
We can all be Gundam. Wait, hold on, wrong thing.
No, Setsuna, we can all be Gundam. This man is a genius, and I will follow him to the ends of the earth.
It's like, that's the greatest thing you could have ever told me.
I think I'm in love. Setsuna's so full of love, but he directs all of it to Hiro at that exact moment.
And Hero's just
But,
like, please no.
No, Hiro's like, do you want me to kill you? And Setsuna's like, no, I'm not interested then.
Oh. Okay.
Go away now.
Leave.
Uh,
Wait,
leave.
oh, you mean like that kind of... No. Not
Gone
like
from
that.
my sight.
Actually be gone. So anyway, Rolina, be gone or I'll kill you. Ah, that
Give the
feels
way,
better.
get lost.
Ah, that feels better. Now my PP is the big PP.
I mean... Have Full Metal Panic and Gundam Wing ever been in the same game?
Yes.
Which one's that?
Z3
Yeah.
and W.
I only asked because Sasuke and Konami is basically that same relationship, but, you know, played for laughs.
Yeah, basically.
Although I don't think Sasuke would ever say to Konami, I'm going to fucking murder you on her birthday.
No, probably not.
Might say it to any of the other classmates, though.
Alright, that's actually it. This was a shorter map, also because I had a lot of those EX points, and I had, like, Tobiah, like, and like, the Mazinger just kill a fuck ton of robots in one turn. Because I kept going, multi-action! Oh, you have another one! Multi-action! Oh, you have another one! Multi-action!
Yeah, so on 30, you can get an upgrade from your ship that makes it so that every time any of your robots get to 3 EX points, they get an extra 3 EX points.
Oh, nice.
So you can just chain a bunch of stupid broken shit like that in 30.
Alright, that's it for Time to Leave. It's time to leave.
Believe in the mongoose blood.
Believe.